Cynthia.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the Hanye family.
And for those of you who are new here, welcome. Let's enjoy some great music together.
Yeah, so what do we have this time for our Goonies?
Well, this time we are going to check out a little bit from Traffic.
Oh, we do enjoy some Traffic for sure.
No, we don't. Don't like Traffic at all.
Not car traffic, I mean the band.
Yes, of course. No, we've really been enjoying this band. Of course, Steve Winwood's the one of the founding members.
Yes.
And I don't remember who else is in it. I'm sorry. But it's, just something we felt like we should be doing today, especially after yesterday when we did Bob Seger and The Last Heard, where he actually said in the song, Stevie Winwood ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah. So we decided, well, we really like Steve Winwood too. So why don't we do some of his stuff?
We got to support them, So it is.
Yes.
But we're definitely interested in this one. It's called John Barleycorn Must Die.
And who asked for this one?
A few people have, actually. Tim Armstrong, The Glove Cleaner, Christian Adams, GT, and Boz0348.
Okay.
BAZ.
That's a decent amount of people.
That's a pretty good amount for sure.
Yeah.
Now, this one, I believe they said it was like an English folk song kind of deal.
Okay.
So it's definitely like an older song. I don't think they wrote it.
Oh, and we looked up John Barleycorn, and it says it's a personification of barley and beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or alcohol in general.
Yes.
So we're definitely interested in hearing this. So let's go ahead. This is Traffic with John Barleycorn Must Die.
There were three men came out of the west, their fortunes for to try, and these three men made a solemn vow. John Barleycorn must die. They've plowed, they've sown, they've harrowed him in through clods upon his head. And these three men made a solemn vow. John Barleycorn was dead. They've let him lie for a very long time, till the rains from heaven did fall, and little Sir John sprung up his head, and so amazed them all. They've let him stand to midsummer's day, till he looked both pale and wan. And little Sir John's grown a long, long beard, and so become a man. They've hired.
I love this so far.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm loving the most about it, honestly, it's a great story. but that's not the part I love the most.
Mm-hmm.
The little bits of flute in there.
Mm.
And now there's little bits of triangle in there.
Yeah.
And then there's the little wooden block in there.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying these tiny little touches that are just being added as we go.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you had the triangle a couple times, or was it a triangle?
Yeah, I think it is.
Because there was
I'm pretty sure.
The second time it was hit, it sounded a little foul.
I think that was louder, that's all.
That's
same as that one part with the flute just hit you really hard all of a sudden. Just little hits like that are louder than the rest for some reason. And I think it's just to add dramatic feeling to the story.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. But yeah, this is really nice for sure. It definitely sounds like an older folk song.
It does, but I'm enjoying how it's put together. Really nice.
Now, they talk about the mentioning of John Barleycorn as a personification as early as the 1600s.
Yeah, that's what we read.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So I guess maybe it's about them giving up alcohol or that type of alcohol.
Maybe that's kind of the point of it all.
I don't know for
John
certain.
Barleycorn must die. That or they're...
3 of them made a vow about that. And I'm thinking maybe it was 3 people that had a drinking problem as friends.
Possibly.
Maybe. And decided it was time to stop. I don't know for sure.
That or they're completely sabotaging a distillery.
I have no idea. But we should continue.
Yeah.
They've hired men with the side so sharp to cut him off at the knee. They've rolled him and tied him by the way, serving him most barbarously. They've hired men with the sharp pitchforks who pricked him to the heart. And the loader, he has served him worse than that, for he's bound him to the cart. They've wheeled him around and around a field till they came unto a barn, and there they made a solemn oath on poor John Barleycorn. They've hired men with a crabtree sticks to cut him skin from bone. cold.
That was fantastic.
It was.
I like the addition of the tambourine in there.
Yeah.
That was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And near the very end, there was a bit of piano just for a second.
Yes, there was a
I'm
bit
like,
of piano
oh my
as well.
gosh, the whole thing was so great.
Kind of had to round it out, right? And just make it a little bigger at the end.
And here's
Good
me
climax,
trying to
right?
make this story into something. It's literally about making beer.
Yeah.
It's harvesting
Harvesting.
and then making it.
Yeah.
That's what the whole song's about.
Tying it up in
Because when you
bunches.
listen further, they explain the whole process.
Yeah.
They gathered it all up and they tied it in bunches and they brought it all to the barn, and this man ground it up and ground it between two stones.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're making
miller.
beer. Okay.
It got milled.
Yes, exactly. But this is so much fun to listen to.
Mm.
Everything about it is so beautiful.
For sure.
It's very intricately played.
Very much so. Very well done, for sure. Great
Yeah.
musicianship. I love like she said, the little additions here and there just to
Yeah.
accent certain parts. And, the flute just giving it all kinds of color in the
Oh,
middle.
it was so good.
Mm.
The flute was all over it.
Now, I don't imagine these are the only people who've done this song.
Oh,
so,
probably not, I
so
would
if
think.
you guys know somebody else who has done it in some fashion that is, in the same
Then
manner as
eventually
this,
we might do a revisit.
maybe, yeah. Wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how, like, say, I don't know. I can't think of any names right now, but there's a couple of, definitely English folk bands that might do a cover of this.
Maybe. But this was a really good one. I'm glad we did this one today, huh?
For sure. Now, in comparison to Bob Seger, I would say that this isn't one that we would be, mixing it up with as far as, who does it better kind of thing.
Well, of course not. But at
No.
the same time, Steve Winwood is no slouch. He's a really
absolutely
great
not.
musician.
Well, that's kind of what I was going for. But when I realized that more people wanted to hear this one than anything else, and it sounded kind of cool. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, we'll do that anyway.
It's really well done. I'm very happy we did this one.
We still have Steve Winwood, and you don't have to really compete, I guess.
Yes,
Maybe next time.
exactly.
This isn't over.
So thank you very much for this request. It was, of course, appreciated. Please don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and we're adding things there all the time. You'll find the link in the description of all our videos. You'll also find our blocked videos there for free. If you'd like to come and check those out, you're more than welcome to do so.
There's so many of them.
Yes.
So many.
And if you pay the $3, you get access to our albums, documentaries, and little concerts over there. It's a whole lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, share with your family and friends, click the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.